Tension is rising across parts of Ondo State and neighboring communities as shocking reports emerge of a fierce confrontation between Nigeria police operatives and heavily armed bandits hiding deep inside forest camps stretching toward Kwara State. Residents woke up to fear and uncertainty as security forces launched a coordinated operation aimed at flushing out criminal gangs that have reportedly terrorized farmers, travelers, and rural settlements for months. According to eyewitness accounts, the operation began in the early hours of the morning when police tactical teams moved quietly into suspected forest corridors known to serve as safe havens for kidnappers and bandits. The sound of gunfire echoed across nearby villages as officers advanced into thick vegetation, determined to dismantle the criminal networks operating beyond the reach of ordinary law enforcement patrols. Local sources revealed that intelligence gathered over several weeks pointed to the movement of armed groups between ONDO and Kwara forest boundaries, using hidden routes to evade arrest while carrying out kidnappings and violent attacks. Security officials confirmed that the operation was not a random raid, but a carefully planned mission, backed by surveillance reports and community intelligence provided by local hunters and vigilante groups. Villagers described scenes of panic as helicopters were reportedly spotted hovering above forest areas, while ground forces surrounded suspected hideouts. Many residents remained indoors as rumors spread that bandits attempted to resist arrest, leading to intense exchanges of gunfire that lasted for hours. Authorities stated that the objective of the mission was to reclaim forest territories that had gradually become strongholds for criminal elements exploiting remote terrain to avoid detection. Police sources disclosed that several camps constructed with makeshift shelters, food storage points, and weapon caches were discovered during the operation. Officers reportedly recovered motorcycles believed to be used for rapid movement through narrow forest paths, along with communication devices suspected to link different bandit cells across state borders. The discovery has raised serious concerns about how organized and coordinated these groups have become, fueling tension among residents who fear the possibility of retaliatory attacks. Community leaders in Ondo expressed mixed emotions, praising security agencies for taking decisive action, while also urging authorities to maintain a sustained presence to prevent criminals from regrouping. Farmers narrated heartbreaking experiences of abandoning farmlands due to repeated threats and kidnappings, saying the forest that once provided livelihood had turned into zones of fear. Many families have struggled economically as agricultural activities slowed drastically, forcing young people to migrate towards cities in search of safety and income. The latest confrontation, therefore, represents more than a security operation. It symbolizes hope for communities desperate to reclaim normal life. Reports from Kwara indicated that security checkpoints were reinforced along major rural roads as police intensified surveillance to prevent fleeing suspects from escaping into neighboring towns. Travelers were subjected to careful screening while patrol vehicles moved continuously through vulnerable routes known for ambush attacks. Residents observed increased collaboration between police officers and local vigilantes who guided operatives through unfamiliar forest terrain. This cooperation, according to security analysts, has become essential in combating banditry because locals possess deep knowledge of hidden trails often invisible to outsiders. As news of the confrontation spread nationwide, social media platforms were flooded with reactions from Nigerians calling for stronger and more consistent security operations across forest regions. Many citizens expressed frustration that criminal groups had been allowed to establish camps for so long, demanding accountability and long-term strategies beyond temporary raids. Others commended the bravery of officers risking their lives in dangerous environments where visibility is low and threats can emerge from any direction. The psychological pressure faced by security personnel operating in dense forests cannot be underestimated, as every movement carries uncertainty and potential danger. Police authorities assured the public that the operation remains ongoing and warned criminal elements to surrender or face the full weight of the law. Officials emphasized that the government is committed to restoring peace and protecting rural communities affected by banditry. They also urged residents to remain calm and continue sharing credible information that could assist security forces in identifying suspicious movements. According to spokespersons, intelligence from civilians has played a major role in recent successes against criminal gangs across several states. Meanwhile, humanitarian concerns have begun to surface as some villagers displaced by fear temporarily relocated to safer communities. Local organizations appealed for assistance to support families unable to return home due to security uncertainty. Schools in certain rural areas reportedly suspended activities as parents chose to keep children indoors until calm is fully restored. Religious leaders called for prayers and unity, urging citizens not to spread unverified rumors capable of escalating panic. Security experts analyzing the situation believe the confrontation highlights a broader national challenge involving porous forest borders that criminals exploit for mobility. They stressed the importance of sustained surveillance technology, improved logistics, and stronger interstate cooperation among security agencies. Without continuous pressure, analysts warn, criminal groups may simply relocate and rebuild operations elsewhere. The success of the current mission, therefore, depends on follow-up operations designed to deny bandits any opportunity to regroup. Eyewitnesses described emotional scenes as some rescued victims reportedly emerged from forest areas under police protection, exhausted but relieved to regain freedom. Though official confirmation remains limited, locals claim that individuals previously abducted during highway attacks were found within dismantled camps. Families gathered near security posts, hoping for news about missing relatives, reflecting the deep scars left by months of insecurity. The emotional weight of reunions, tears of relief, and gratitude toward officers painted a powerful picture of why such operations matter deeply to affected communities. Traditional rulers across ONDO and Kwara jointly appealed for stronger federal support, emphasizing that security challenges require collective national response rather than isolated state efforts. They encouraged youths to resist collaboration with criminal groups and instead support lawful authorities working to restore peace. Community dialogues have reportedly begun in some areas, aimed at rebuilding trust between residents and security agencies, a crucial step toward long-term stability. Despite ongoing tension, market activities slowly resumed in certain towns as residents cautiously returned to daily routines. Traders expressed hope that sustained patrols would encourage economic recovery, noting that fear had previously reduced customer turnout and disrupted supply chains. Transport operators also welcomed increased security presence along highways notorious for kidnappings, saying visible patrols provide reassurance to passengers. Government officials reiterated that security reforms remain a top priority, promising improved equipment and welfare for officers engaged in frontline operations. They acknowledged that combating banditry requires not only force, but also addressing underlying issues such as unemployment, illegal arms circulation, and cross-border criminal networks. Experts argue that combining security enforcement with social and economic interventions may reduce recruitment into criminal gangs over time. As night fell following the confrontation, tension remained high, but optimism began to grow among residents who viewed the operation as a turning point. Patrol lights illuminated rural roads, while officers maintained strategic positions to prevent surprise attacks. The silence of previously feared forest zones signaled a temporary calm, though authorities warned that operations would continue until every identified hideout is cleared. Nigerians across the country continue to watch developments closely, hoping that decisive action in ONDO and Kwara will mark a broader shift in the fight against insecurity. The courage displayed by security forces and cooperation from local communities demonstrate that collective effort can challenge even deeply rooted criminal networks. For many families who have lived under fear, the confrontation represents a powerful message that law enforcement has not abandoned them. As investigations proceed and more details emerge, authorities promise transparency while urging patience from the public. The coming days will determine whether the gains achieved during the operation can translate into lasting peace. For now, tension remains, but so does hope that the forests, once controlled by fear, will soon return to the people who depend on them for survival and prosperity. Your support means everything to us, because every story we bring is done with dedication, courage, and commitment to keeping you informed about what is happening across our nation. If you truly value truthful reporting and real updates that matter to you and your family, then this is the right time to support this channel by subscribing. When you subscribe, you become part of a strong community that believes in truth, awareness, and progress for Nigeria. Please take a few seconds right now to press the subscribe button and also turn on the notification bell so you will never miss any breaking news, important updates, and exclusive reports we bring to you daily. Your single click helps this channel grow and gives us the strength to continue delivering powerful stories that many people need to hear. Share this channel with your friends, your family, and everyone who wants genuine news without delay. Together, we can build a platform that speaks for the people and keeps everyone informed at all times. Thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting. And thank you for subscribing.